YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, bringing you another replay from Zablaski. The last one was fantastic. I've also got some replays that came in from Robin from the same tournament, and I'll be showcasing those soon too, so I appreciate both these players sending in the tournament replays. I love casting them. If you all have tournament replays and you're watching and it's something you want me to cast, I'd be happy to do it. I like to show my viewers what the competitive play looks like since I tend towards casual play most of the time. Let's take a look at the two armies. We got an Alberic here. Now remember, he's anti-large, anti-armor. 4 meat shield peasant mob up front. There's 3 foot squires in the back. There's actually a 4th, which is the beast slayers of Baston. Remember, that is a halberd armed foot squire. And then there are 4 questing knights, including the Regiment of Renown version, which is, I believe, the questing knights of Kinel. Questing knights are huge anti-armor damage. They don't have specifically anti-large, but they tend to be good against large targets that are heavily armored. You can see as we get right down in this fight, Mazdamundi can really cause a lot of damage in blobs, and you can see that all of his units kind of blob up here towards the center, and then watch what he does. He's going to drop a banishment, and then he's also going to put up his shield of the old ones here, which gives his units magic resistance. Smart move. Unfortunately for him, the banishment moves back, but then here comes the ruination of cities. And holy crap, does it tear the heart right out of the Bretonnian army there. But the Bretonnians got a nice break here on their left flank, and the archers are unchallenged in the back and are just continuing to fire in. Alberic has kind of been dive bombing where he's had the chance, but he's taken some damage too. He has taken some damage too. Here's the companions of Kinel, sorry. Interesting questing knight unit. They got torn up in the middle of this fight a little bit. Back here in the back there was a Cold One Spear Rider, which is actually a pretty decent anti-large unit in and of itself for the cost, but it's going to get caught on the, I would usually say the hoof, but I guess I have to say on the claw. In this case, questing knights are going to plow into him there and should be able to finish him off. This Temple Guard is going to be a very difficult unit for Bretonnia to bring down because the Bretonnian infantry is almost incapable against armor, kind of like the Lizardmen are. And although Temple Guard do have some anti-armor, they are a pretty crappy infantry unit for their price, at least in my opinion. Maybe people have found good uses for them, but bringing 1 is probably okay, which you see here, but bringing a lot more than that is probably a questionable move, as the Temple Guard just don't tend to ever perform that well in any situation almost. This damsel Lore of Life out here is definitely helping to keep her troops alive. And again, you can see the peasant archers, all 3 of them back here, just continuing to fire away into the fight. This is damage. It's free damage. And they're doing a lot of it to these large units. The 2 Scar veterans, though, for the Lizardmen, and the Lizardmen army, by the way, was the 2 Scar veterans, Mazdamundi, I think it was 2 or 3 Saurus warriors, and then the Temple Guard and some skink cohorts, along with the dinosaurs that you'd already seen. So sorry I didn't call that out better in the beginning, but I guess you all saw it on the load-in screen too, if you needed to go back. Yeah, as tough as Mazdamundi is, he's got good protection, he's got the Revivification Crystal, but he's an easy target for all these archers, and that's exactly what's happening. He's just sitting there absorbing it. The skink cohorts try and get to the archers, temporarily intercepted by a peasant mob. Now more infantry freed by Alberic's attack on these Saurus warriors, who are now cleaned up. But watch this. Yet another banishment comes in from Lord Mazdamundi, followed up by the shield of the old ones to help protect his own. And right before he goes down, he gets Ruination of Cities back, and he's going to unleash Ruination of Cities right in the middle of Bretonnia once again. And it does, again, substantial damage, but right after that, Alberic downs him. Alberic's not in great shape, and he's got to watch out, because 2 Scar veterans on their Carnosaurs. This is going to be a difficult situation for Bretonnia to finish. They do have the Beast Slayers, which is very fortunate for him, but Alberic is very, very zealous here in his attempts to take down these Carnosaurs. He does have the support of infantry, but all it takes is a couple of solid hits, and he is going to be beyond a world of hurt. The Bastillodon is routing. Bretonnia has a lot of troops, and like I said, this Beast Slayer unit is their best prayer against these guys right now. The damsel all of a sudden becomes a target, and these Carnosaurs are fast. There's 75 speed and only 78 for the damsel. Kind of surprised the damsel isn't faster than that. But yeah, you get a charge animation going, and that Scar Veteran's going to keep pace. The Temple Guard did get 99 kills, picked up a Chevron too, so obviously did some good work, even though I was bad-mouthing them earlier. I stand by my bad-mouthing. Bretonnian infantry is no watermark for good performance against infantry. But like I said, if someone can tell me how I'm wrong about it, I'd be glad to listen. But they certainly feel crappy to me. The Beast Slayers catch up with the Beast. Will they slay them is the big question. Here comes Alberic, here comes the Damsel. They're trying to dogpile in here, but at the same time, the Lizardmen are going to turn around and dino pile back. And Alberic is forced to flee in a big hurry. Here comes some more Questing Knights. Questing Knights and the Beast Slayers all coming in with armor-piercing damage that's badly needed. Carnosaurs, though, or the Scar Veterans, I should say, I do believe only have, I don't know, they're 95 armor still. Never mind, I was thinking maybe their armor is a little lower. I may be thinking of the Feral Carnosaur. Alberic just takes a beating here, and he gets caught by Spear Riders, and then absolutely torn apart by both Scar Veterans. And he is KO'd. So all of a sudden, this fight is going to get very scary for Bretonnia. One Scar Veteran routs, though. That's incredible. That is a massive break for Bretonnia here, and Bretonnia is going to lay in pursuit with their Damsel. If they can get this Scar Veteran off, they have a chance. And of course, the Lizardman player wants a Scar Veteran, so he's got the other one in pursuit. But because the speed is pretty well matched here, none of these units are going to catch each other. But it probably will allow... Oh, sorry. Like I said, still trying to learn how to drive this camera all the time. But yeah, look at that. She's going to take him all the way off the battlefield. But she's got to stay the heck away from this other Scar Veteran. This Scar Veteran's still in decent shape. A lot of troops over here, but if that Damsel makes a mistake, then the leadership for Bretonnia is going to instantly tank, and it's going to tank probably anyway. The charge animation there failed to hit, and the Damsel is going to quickly book it back to friendly lines. The Scar Veteran looks like he's going to try and avoid this engagement. I think he's got some regrouped infantry back over here, some Saurus warriors, and then the Temple Guards regrouped as well, but there's a Foot Squire chasing those units. Let's see what happens. I'm going to fast forward. Scar Veteran's going to cross the battlefield. Ooh, look at that feint towards the Damsel. He's like, come on, lady. I'll take you. So the Scar Veteran's going to come in here and try and help get rid of these Foot Squires. The Damsel comes in. Ooh, with Foe Seeker on, this thing's a lot faster at the moment. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, Foe Seeker's going to give the Scar Veteran considerable speed, but he did not get a chance to chase the Damsel down here. That Foe Seeker would have been great to pop in order to get that little burst of speed to catch that Damsel. Ooh, could have been clutch right there. So the archers, no big surprise, they get completely routed by the Scar Veteran. The Damsel doubles back on the Temple Guards. Probably trying to cycle charge some damage into the Temple Guards and take them out of the fight, but the Temple Guards, although taking damage, didn't die. Oh, let's see what's happening here. Woo! The Damsel just narrowly avoids another one, so excellent play by Zablaski there. Here comes the Scar Veteran, downhill, slamming into the Bretonnian lines. The few Temple Guards come in. See if they can pick up that 100th kill. Nope, they shatter. Scar Veteran turns around, though, and gets a hold of the Life Mage. Oh my goodness. Look at the beating he's putting on her right here. She is gone in a big hurry. This is interesting, folks. This could swing either way at this point. This could swing either way. Bretonia has a lot of troops left, but their leadership is going to be in the tank. And when you're getting tail whipped by an angry dinosaur, leadership tends to be low. That would be one of those morale dropping experiences in life or fantasy life, one of the two. You can see that the Scar Veteran does indeed rout this huge ball of Bretonian infantry. This Foot Squire is still in decent health though, and remember they cause armor-piercing damage. Scar Veteran's going to turn around and give him a charge, and he is going to land a doozy on him. Let's see what happens to his hit points here. Oh yeah, they start landing hits on him too. They're landing a few hits on him. Yowzas, that's gonna hurt. The damsel did come back from routing. The Scar Veteran's wavering. This unit of Foot Squires did a tremendous job there. They caused 500 to 600 hit points of damage on that Scar Veteran. He's gonna have to watch out, because even getting touched in the back here could create a penalty. He manages to charge in, and it's probably gonna keep going straight on for that damsel. The Beast Slayers come on in. The Scar Veteran's getting bogged down. He's taking some damage, but he breaks through to the damsel. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be close. Scar Veteran does tremendous damage, but the damsel did not take one of the big hits. He started tail whipping the infantry instead of going after the damsel, which I doubt was the intention of the controlling player. That just happens sometimes when you get into those balls. Look at that. Zablaski gets beaten here. Just barely. I had it backwards. I was probably thinking Zablaski was playing as Bretonia. My bad. You all saw the screens, so if I screwed that one up. But Zablaski gets beaten here in a very close fight. Very close fight. That one could have swung either way at the end. And to me, this was a great replay. Fantastic play on both players' part. Kark and Zablaski, thank you for the awesome battle. And appreciate you being willing, Zablaski, to submit something that you lost in too. But it really was a great battle, man. I've seen you play before too, and you played great. And Kark, you did great here too. Again, thank you, gentlemen. If you enjoyed it, get a thumbs up on the video. Tell these guys you enjoyed their battle, and then leave a comment or something too. Thank them for sending this in. Again, I have some replays from Iru Robin that I'm going to be showing soon, also from the same tournament, so I hope you all are ready for those, and I appreciate him sending them. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell, be the first to get notified, and I will see you soon with some more new content.